What's up, YouTube? Today I wanted to go over my get home bag. I think everybody should have a get home bag in your car, and I think you'll see what I mean once I get into it. If you're not familiar with a get home bag or a bug out bag, or I don't know, whatever the hell you want to call it, it's just got some basic stuff in it that I might need to get me home in an emergency. Granted, I only live 8 miles from where I work, so I can make it home in a couple of hours on foot if I had to, but for some crazy reason I'm a little farther, or if something really crazy happens and I'm stuck somewhere for a night, or if somebody needs some help, got the good old get home bag. So, I'm sure you see the tin cup hanging off the side of it. It's been in a couple of fires. Only used it a couple of times, but it's just a cheap ass tin cup. It'll boil water. I made this waxed canvas pad. It's got 2 layers of an old military wool blanket, and I just stitched it in there. And this side is a waxed canvas. I waxed that myself too. It was pretty cool. There we go. You can see it right now. So I keep that right on the outside, because like if I need to work on my car or something on the side of the road, it's much better kneeling on this than it is on the pavement or all those little rocks and stuff. This doesn't do a great job at keeping the rocks from jabbing you in the knee, but it's better than just rocks in your blue jeans. So, and always carry some cordage in there. Hi, Bina. Say hello to YouTube. And where's your cordage? There you go. Go play. And anyway, always carry a multi-tool. And actually, because this is my emergency bag, I always have a couple. I think there's just 120 in there. Yeah, there's a $20 bill in there, just in case. You never know. If shit hits the fan or something, people will do a lot for 20 bucks, won't they? And if shit hits the fan, that 20 is useless to me. There's always a wool blanket in my car. This pin, if I want to wrap it around me and pin it. These things can come in handy for all sorts of stuff. If I need to poke a hole in leather, add another loop to my belt or whatever, you know. But these things are awesome. I think this one actually came off an old set of hunting back tags. That's it for the outside of it. First aid. It's a very rudimentary first aid kit. I'm not looking to heal bullet wounds or stitch anybody up or anything like that. I don't know how anyhow, so what's the sense of having it? But some antiseptic, rubber gloves, some tweezers. Man, around here, ticks are awful, so tweezers are, man, they're a must-have. Some gauze, and that's it. It's this cool little leather pouch. This has many uses. It can be self-defense. I know how to throw them. I wouldn't suggest throwing your weapon in a fight, because then you got no weapon. But it can be used for self-defense. I'm pretty handy with it. Not a professional by any means, but I can protect myself. As should you. These are an old pair of winter hunting pants. If I'm caught out, it is winter time in upstate New York, so if I'm caught outside, or if I gotta walk home, these are gonna be lifesavers. Long sleeve shirt. It's just a Long John's material long sleeve shirt. That one's actually a little too big for me, so I can throw it on over the top of whatever I got. It's perfect. Can of beans. Always good to have. Inside of here, there's a little bag of rice and some bouillon cubes. It's something I don't need to feed an army, and I'm not looking to stay out there any longer than I have to. It's just my get home bag. Some tarred bank line. This stuff is awesome. If you've never used it, it will, because it's like sticky on the outside, you tie a knot in it, and man, that knot is there. It's not gonna slip. And this stuff is strong. But always good to have cordage. Little emergency candle. Water filter. This bag has a bladder. I'll show you that later, but this water filter will go right in the bladder line, or you can screw it onto the top of a water bottle and squeeze, and the water will come out the filter. Good to have. Good to have. Should still boil your water. Always the best option. Boil your water. Fat wood. Some fat wood in here. If you guys aren't familiar with fat wood, it kind of has a almost turpentine smell. I can show you guys how to gather this. I'll do a video on that. I have some pretty good spots out in my woods to gather some fat wood. But if you've never used fat wood, this stuff, it'll take right off. Super quick, super easy. It'll hold a flame. I'll show you how to get some if you don't already know. Or you can look up another video. I'd prefer that you hit the like on mine and hit the subscribe button. There's your shameless plug. So, fat wood is awesome to have. And fat wood won't do you any good unless you got a way to light a fire. Which, I'm going to do a video in just a little bit on my EDC. This is a backup. These things, they're reliable. You can use them. They work well. And a pocket knife. I always carry a pocket knife on me. This one, I really like the Penguin. It's D2 steel. Man, it's a good little knife. And this straight edge, it's great for utility. You can scrape with it. You can cut with it. It slices, it dices it. It does just about anything, but never pry with your knife. Man, I hate when I see people pry with their knife. There's some jute line in there for fire starting, or I don't know if you want to make a bracelet. What's way down on the bottom here? Oh, pair of Long Johns. That's probably if I'm in the woods overnight and I've already got all that other stuff on, then I'm probably going to put those on underneath so I don't freeze to death in the night. These little bags are awesome. It's a grocery bag, reusable produce bag. And they're awesome for foraging, and man, you see I carry all this stuff in there, and it goes right down in my bag, weighs practically nothing. What else we got? Winter time in New York, better have a winter hat. An extra bandana. I always wear a bandana. There's a million uses for a bandana. If you don't wear a bandana, at least throw one in your bag, because you can filter water with it. You can make char cloth with it. You can use it as a head covering to help keep you warm. You can use it as a pot holder. You can clean up messes with it. There's a million uses for a cotton cloth. Some Argyle socks. Some nice wool socks for over the top. And that's it for the bulk of it, with the exception of... Dude, this tarp is awesome. I ordered it online a while back. I don't remember what it's called or where I got it, but if you can get one of these, like, it's tarp material. Granted, it's cheap tarp material on this side, but then it's got the space blanket stuff on the inside, grommets and everything. Like, that's a shelter, that's a ground pad too. You could roll yourself up in it like a burrito if you had to. You can use the reflective side for signaling. This thing is awesome. I think it was relatively inexpensive, but that'll save your life in the winter. That'll save your life in the summer. There's the bladder I was talking about. I like these ones with the big easy fill, and this one, like, I can dip it right in the crick and attach my water filter I set somewhere around here. That can go right in line, and then I have a great big squeeze bag. What else? I feel like I'm missing stuff. Because I am. Fixed blade knife. This one was given to me. It's got some cordage on it. If I was going to pry with a knife, it would be this. Because it was cheap and given to me. Still, I would probably not pry with it. But that'll do a lot of the stuff I need it to do. These Stanley handles, I think they're like $10. You can put any 6-inch Sawzall blade in it that you want. These things are awesome, man. It's hollow plastic. It feels really chintzy, but it's solid. And dude, you got a Sawzall blade in there. Perfect. The little side pouches on here. Snacks. Always snacks. Another little... I probably overkill on the pocket knives, but man, I love my little Tops Blackhawk. I got a cool little bead for it. I can't... Yep. And then in this one... some more snacks, flashlight, always good to have. This one is USB rechargeable, and it is a through light, right? Yep, through light. Anyhow, this little guy is super bright, and it's also, you can make it super dim. You can set it wherever, at whatever level you want. And a flashlight, not only at night, but in a self-defense scenario, a flashlight is excellent, man. You're harder to shoot when they can't see you. You're harder to punch in the face when they can't see you. I'm a big proponent of flashlights. I carry a flashlight every day. Here's the bigger model. But I'm going to do a pocket dump, my EDC carry, right after this video for you guys. Oh, and yeah, my necklace is part of my EDC. It's on a leather cordage. I bought a big spool of this leather cordage, and if I need some cordage, that'll do. But anyway, that's my get home bag, and it doesn't weigh that much. It'll get me to wherever I gotta go. And if it doesn't, then there's bigger problems, and I probably shouldn't have gone anywhere to begin with. So, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out.